It's Art Tunes on the track.
Of UAE.
Hey, so welcome to another episode of the Soulful Side of Life with me, Ali Portee. I hope that you're well and having a good week. I am at Paris Fashion Week and having the time of my life. I've been doing this since 2019, and this trip is this trip is like my other trips several times a year to Paris, but I had the pleasure of sitting down with a very ultra luxury, beautiful perfume brand, Alexandre.J. It was founded 15 years ago by Alexandre Jabban, a French creator who has an insatiable appetite for creating. He pursues his creations, including his eponymous perfume brand. Free from traditional codes, he offers a unique vision of beauty, blending exceptional bottles with refined fragrances. I had a chat with his daughter, Amélie Jabban, about the Art Nouveau collection, the brand, and what led her father to launch it. So join me in this quick yet insightful conversation about Alexandre.J. I hope that you're inspired, that you take away something that inspires you to go out and launch your own projects or whatever things that God is having and putting on your heart to do. So enjoy. Yes. So I would love to hear about the perfumes. And you were just explaining how perfumes are very personal and part of heritage. Can you expand on that?
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. So as I was mentioning, perfume is more than perfume. It's the invisible fashion. Perfume is all about asserting your personality. It's all about showing a side of you that is invisible. So when you are creating perfume with a visual value, this is becoming something that you see every day, that is part of your interior, something that is part of your daily routine. And this is why Alexandre.J, as a brand, is granting so much importance to the visual identity of the bottle that are referring not only about the heritage of the perfume industry, but also the architectural heritage.
I'd love to hear more about these fragrances. Are these signature fragrances that are always available?
Yes, actually, this collection actually has been released 3 years ago, and is only available in department store worldwide. We are in Harrods in London. We are in Neiman Marcus in the US. So this collection is targeting clientele that is a heart lover, a clientele that is very sensitive about beauty in general, and especially a clientele that want to bring back perfume as it was 150 years ago. Perfume with that you put on your wardrobe, a perfume that you can see every day, a perfume that you collect, and this is exactly the purpose of this line.
Wonderful. Yeah, so please tell me about these.
So this collection is fully handmade. So there is a very strong craftsmanship around. They are all coming in a beautiful leather case. So perfume is becoming a jewelry with Alexandre.J. Perfume is becoming more than an object. The problem nowadays, everybody is buying perfume, finishing the bottles, throwing the bottle out, but nobody is realizing that perfume is first an object that is a design object.
Yeah.
And secondly, the raw material inside, I mean, the juice, the fragrance itself, it's alive substance.
Right.
From one year to another year, the substance will change. For example, the rose can be sweeter this year, it can be more sour in the next 2 years. So it's a very strong work, and our role as a perfumer and as a designer is really to educate our consumer about what they are purchasing. So as I was mentioning, everything is hand-drawn. So the pattern that you have in the middle is fully hand-drawn. We are paying a lot of attention to the details. For example, the cap are made of magnets. The bottle is fully hand polished. You can see it because the base is slightly flat and the corner quite sharp.
Yes.
So it has value. And we want people that purchase one of our creation to realize that what they're purchasing is not only an additional consumption object, it's a true valuable artistry product.
From bottle to
Yes,
the juice.
the juice itself.
That's a funny way of talking about the liquid. I've never heard a perfumer call it juice.
Yes.
But it's a cocktail of well thought out substances that are brought together to make
Exactly.
something divine.
And I'm going to add one very important thing. You know, today the world is up and down, but the perfume industry is gathering inside into the juice a concentrate of culture. To create one single juice or fragrance, you need to gather many raw material, between 30 to 50 raw material. And each of them is coming from a different part of the world. So it's all about creating the perfect symphony between what we can find in the different parts of the world to make it a single pieces of unified.
Yeah, for sure. So here it's like a dragon, a butterfly.
It's a butterfly
And a peacock.
a peacock, a mask, Lima. Actually, this collection is inspired from the Art Nouveau era, 1900. The world is changing.
Sure.
Completely changing. This is the industrial revolution. Everything started to be mass produced. And in the UK, the artists are going on strike. They are like, okay, what's going to happen with our art? If everything is reproduced, if we can do everything from an industrial point of view, so they go on strike and they start producing massively hard pieces going back to the real value of nature and wildlife. And I would say, I would create a parallel with what's happening now with the IA.
Yes.
Artists are scared. What about the art tomorrow?
Sure.
And we are entering also in a new art revolution. And I think that 125 years ago before, they were in the same spirit than now. Same for fashion. You are getting the past to be inspired to create the present.
Indeed. Your father, when he created it, what was his motivation for wanting to launch a fragrance brand? It was 15 years ago he founded it, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure the market for fragrances was quite crowded already. What did he feel that he could bring to the fragrance market?
My father is an artist. He's a crazy man creating art pieces every 5 seconds, and it drives me crazy. But to tell you the truth. So 15 years ago, during all his childhood, and when grown up, he was also always surrounded by art pieces and surrounded by different art movements. So he got really like a passion for it. And 15 years ago, he looked at the industry and he was like, this is not where I want to be. Only designer brands are invading the markets. Department stores are only proposing like fashion brands. Of course, Chanel, Dior, they all have very high value. But I want to create something different, something where the bottle, where the smell, and when people touch, when there is a 360 degrees experience, and when the perfume become a gift object.
Yeah.
And it was his main move to break the codes of the industry, to arrive and create an alternative offer. But what is funny is, Middle East was used to it.
Sure.
Russia was used to it. Finally, the country of preference wasn't used to it. So we launched it first in Middle East, and then we bring it back according to the market distribution structure evolution to Europe, and now to the US.
Okay. I'm wondering, when I look at these beautiful bottles, do you all have the model where they can be reused, the bottles, and refilled?
Unfortunately, not for the moment, because technology is very, very hard to reproduce. And when you are talking about mold like that, is extremely hard. Maybe in the future, we're going to reusable bottle, but for the time being, it's not. But the packaging can be reused.
Okay.
So
the leather box.
they're leather boxes, so it's kind of, eco-sustainability object that you can reuse for your personal belonging.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And you're also doing some candles as well. And the candles are refillable.
Okay.
So here we are. So we are really concerned by this spirit, but it's not applicable for everything.
Right. Well, maybe down the road. But these bottles, it's probably the most intricate bottle I've seen for perfume.
Thank you so much.
Because obviously a bigger fashion brand isn't going to put, I feel, so much detail in a bottle. Or maybe, well, anyways, yeah.
And what is amazing is we have developed a method with the team, a psychological method to guess what perfume fit with which personality.
Oh.
Can I guess yours?
Please.
So I will make a description. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I am wrong. Okay. But you assert yourself. Definitely, you are very successful. You are like giving a lot to others, as you gave me already a lot of tips. So this is not right. But at the same time, you don't like people to notice too much, to notice it too much about you. You want to remain discreet, but still you want to shine. And you like the sweet perfume because you have a sweet personality, but you don't want the perfume to be too loud for people to notice you and to notice what you are doing. So you need something at the same time discreet, but shiny as per your personality.
You've got me spot on.
So I think you are an Oriental lady, my lady.
Okay.
It's a perfume that is behind the mask. Okay. The lady is revealing who she is. She's a bit mysterious. She doesn't want to reveal too much. At the same time, she has a lot of white inside. And she's a bit seductive. She likes to seduce the people around her. She likes people to like her. So here we are.
I'd love to smell it.
This one?
You've got me spot on, quite prophetic.
I'm just going to check the bottle. Yes. So this is it's a dates perfume mixed up with hazelnut that brings the crunchy side of your personality. And there is saffron, spicy for the personality, with a dates that is almost confit, like a marmalade, like a rose marmalade, mixed up with this hazelnut for the strong personality and the saffron. It's very delicate, but at the same time, it's not too loud. It's just revealing step by step.
I've never smelled a perfume with dates. It's gentle, but it's there. It's like present.
It's settled.
Yes. I like it.
You like it?
Yes. Very feminine too.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
I hope that you enjoyed this podcast episode and that you have found a soulful connection to the conversation. God bless you, and until the next episode, go bless somebody else.